Conditional formatting is one of the most important features in Microsoft Excel. It gives life to your report. It helps your report speak for themselves. And in today's video, we will be covering the data bars and the icon sets features in conditional formatting. And this video will be part 2 of our original conditional formatting series. The link for part 1 of this video will be on the top somewhere here, or it would be here somewhere. I am confused, but it will be somewhere on the top. Or else you can check it out in the description of this video. You will find the link over there. So stay tuned and watch this video till the end. Hi, my name is Sabya and I help companies manage and analyze their data. And if you would want to see more such Excel and analytics related video, then do subscribe to this channel. So here is the data again, the same data which we have been using for quite some time now. So basically we need to create two categories over here. One will be for representatives who have done at least 400 worth sales. Those people will be eligible for 50% of the incentive, and any person above 600 will be eligible for 100% of that incentive. So to begin with, I will come over here and I will want to insert one column because I want to do it month on month. So for that, what I will do is let me just use this month, and I will again use the text formula to convert this date into a month format. How do I do it? Is equal to text, open my bracket, go over here, select that cell, comma, quotes open, quotes closed, bracket closed. So right now what I can do is I can just copy this entire thing and paste it over here. Or the other way of doing it is I just do Ctrl Z to undo everything. I can drag and drop it down till here. Once I have this data, so that means the table is ready. Now all I need to do is insert a basic pivot table. For that, how I do it? Ctrl A, insert pivot table. Once you click on pivot table, it shows the range of the data, the table range. Keep it as it is. New worksheet, no, I want to do it in the existing worksheet. So existing, click here and let me insert the data maybe from here or here, and click OK. Once you click on OK, so the first thing that I want to do over here is rows. In the rows, I need to put in the name of the representatives. So these are my unique representative names sorted from this list. In the columns, I will put the months. Let me put the months over here like this. So if you scroll all the way to the right hand side, you will see the months. Now after the months, I will put in the totals, that is this in column H. So I will drag and drop it over here. By default, pivot will always do a sum. I will make the column with standard. The second thing is I will make it in a readable format. Select all these numbers, right click, formats, and here under format I will click on numbers, and under numbers I will remove the decimals. I don't need the decimals, they're just distracting me, and then use 1000 separators. So if you do it like this, it becomes so easy to read now. So right click on this, pivot table options. Under pivot table options, the first one would be layout and format. Under that we have something which is auto fit, column width on update. Uncheck that, click OK. So this time if you make this proper again, it will stay as it is. So the basic pivot table is now ready. Now what I want to do is I just need these totals over here. I don't need the monthly totals. So for that, what I can do is I can just get rid of this. How do I do it? Right click on the pivot table options. The second tab that you see over here, totals and filters. Click on totals and filters. Now it gives you two options, grand totals, that is show grand totals for rows. So grand total for the rows, this is what I need. So this is I need, but I don't need the grand total for the columns, that is this one. So I can uncheck this and click OK. It disappears. Select this entire data range, that is from here to here. Let me select everything, conditional formatting, and here I have icons set. Click on icon set and we will use these 3 stars. For now, let us just click on this and put it. We have these stars over here, but now what we need to do is we need to get into the conditional formatting and see what exactly has happened, and we need to make changes to the default settings that Excel has decided for all these formatting. For that, what we do is highlight the cells, click on conditional formatting, and here you will see manage data. Click on manage data. You will see the formatting over here. Click on that and then you can click on edit rule, or you can just double click on this. Once you double click on this, you will see this window open up where it will show you what exactly is happening. So it says the star, that is the full entire E star, is yellow when value is greater than or equal to 67. So that is not what we want, and here it is saying percentage. So on the right hand side we put in the criteria over here. So we need 600 and 400. These are my absolute numbers, these are not percentages. So click on this drop down and make them numbers, and this also number, they become 0. I'll just change the formula and put in is equal to 600. If it is greater than or equal to 600, then it will be a full star. Similarly, for the half star, it is greater than or equal to, delete the 0 that I have over here and click on this. It immediately takes it. By default they are numbers, and click on OK, and again click on apply and OK. So now let us see what has happened. So here if you see Gil did 540, which is between 600 and 400. That is the reason Gil has only half star over here. Similarly, in the month of Feb, it is 414, which is above 400, and Gil is eligible for 50% of the incentive. Jones, he did only 300 or 299, is not eligible. Similarly, 189 not eligible, 175 not eligible. So I think the formatting looks pretty good. Now we just need to get rid of these numbers. Click on conditional formatting again, click on manage rules, get into this, edit the rule. Here we have an option which show icons only. Click on this and click on OK and click on apply, click OK. So there we go, the numbers have gone. Now it becomes easy to even understand what exactly is happening. So we now know Gil gets only 50% of the incentive, 50% over here. Kevil on the other hand gets 100% of the incentive in the month of January, and then Smith 100%, Parent 100% in the month of March, and 100% in the month of July. That is how you do this formatting. So we have now done the first one, the second one, and the third one. So all these three conditions are done by us. Let us look into the fourth one, what we have over here. Using conditional formatting, we just need to show which representative has done the highest number of sales. I'm right now trying to show a ranking, and for ranking I think the best one will be a data bar. Conditional formatting, let's use this one. So if I click on this one, it becomes very easy and very apparent that Parent did the maximum number of sales, closely followed by Jonas. Then we have got Kevil. It is easy to read like that. So I think this is the better way of representing the data. Now let us go ahead and see what is the fifth one. Okay, so basically what we need to do is we need to look into this total and calculate what is the average sales done by the representative. For that, what I will do is I will use a simple formula over here and put in AVERAGE, average, and select this entire data set that we have, close this bracket, hit enter. So this is my average sales right now. Then it says show representatives who have met 80% of the average company annual sales. I won't touch this column because the formatting is already done over here. Rather, what I will do is I will just put in a formula is equal to W13. Easiest way to do it. Copy it and put it down here, paste it. So all the values that you have over here will automatically come over here, or the other way is, as I say, is drag and drop it. Everything will come over here with the formulas. Click on conditional formatting, icon set, and then we will select this one, which is 5 boxes. It says 5 boxes. So once we click on 5 boxes, by default Excel defines whatever it thinks is the right conditional formatting for that, but we need to check into it and define it based on our requirements. So highlight this cell, click on manage rules, double click this, you will get the rules over here. So right now what Excel has done is it has just given 80%, 60, 40 and 20% to based on whatever it feels is appropriate. We can change them. So we have a defined number over here which is 1012. 80% of this number is it should be full. So for that, what we do is we just change all these criteria already defined by Excel, make them numbers, number and number. So everything becomes 0 by default. Now what we'll do is delete this and put in is equal to and select this cell, and into 80% should be as full 100%, or rather it should be full block over here. Then delete this is equal to this multiplied by 60% will be kind of 1/4, then is equal to this into 40%. Whatever this number is, get half of it, then the remaining will be is equal to this into 20% should get just something like this, which is only a quarter, and the rest below 20% will be getting 0. Click OK and click on apply, click on OK. So if you look at the numbers right now, so this number is 953. 953 is definitely within 80% of this range. That is the reason it gets full. 2000 1400 is also getting 100%, 3000 of course, and 1000 again, definitely. But 701 is not 80% of this target, but it is definitely within 60% to 80%. That is the reason it gets a quarter over here. So what I could do is just click on conditional formatting, manage rules, get into this, and here we have an option which says show icons only. Click on OK and click on OK, apply, and then OK. There we go, everything is done. So with this video we have covered most of the important features in conditional formatting. So what are you waiting for now? Go ahead and try them on your system. And yes, if you found this video useful, do hit the like button below, and also be sure to subscribe to Analytics with Sabya for more such analytics and Excel related contents. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.